Here they are.
Tell the Marshal this ain't how we do things here. But I'll oblige him this once.
It ain't nothing to do with me.
All right.
Hey, easy now.
Let's
I know
see
my
what
goddamn
we
rights.
got.
Damn, it's dark in here.
Okay, you head
All
through
I wanted
there.
to do is spend some time in the bordella. The hospitality here, it stinks. Look, Sheriff, I'm telling you, I
You're
ain't
lucky
the guy.
you were caught, you know.
I know it looks bad, but I ran because I didn't have the money to pay that nice bath lady.
The way the town feels about what happened, you were likely to be shot.
I did not know she was that popular. Oh, you mean the guy who was shot in the back?
Yep. Tell me everything except that you're
Holy
innocent.
crap. My accent is absolutely terrible.
That's all hard to believe.
Oh, I can't even act my way out of a paper bag. This is really bad.
You got the wrong man. Okay then.
God damn, fine.
Do what you need to do. I'm gonna get me a lawyer. Get all this figured.
Fine. Go and get your picture took.
I'm gonna keep that picture as a souvenir when I get out,
Lay
you
your
know.
hands up onto your chest.
It's all a setup.
Jackson! Officer Jackson, move those prisoners! Officer Benton! Kitchens aid staff! Officer Townsend, those rocks ain't gonna break themselves. What are you standing there for? Get moving! What are you looking at? Go on, get moving!
You with the hammer? And you'll do.
Goddamn
We need to
time.
perform a work detail out in Valentine. Come on, get in.
Hey, fellas, I'm real glad we don't have to do
Open
that.
the gate.
I mean, what the hell are we hammering in the last 6 months?
Come on, Milliken.
We was both hammering that same rock. You notice it getting any smaller? Or fracture none?
Yeah!
Oh, Jesus Christ. I had this dream I was on a wagon, going through a cold, misty forest. 3 other fellas in the wagon. Real strange. Who the hell is gonna watch
Wearing
this?
chainmail and tunics.
Like something out of one of them fairy tales. Strange names, strange words. They kept talking about empires and storm cloaks.
You lot stay calm in there. Shut up.
Fine. Just trying to fill these awkward silences. Hey fellas, you notice how we're already in West Elizabeth, but we was on an island? Kinda reminds me of that time I passed out on some bootleg liquor, made by some Frenchie. Nasty stuff. When I woke up, I was all the way east over the river from Annesburg. I swear I saw me one of them big cats staring me right in the face, but he did not move an inch. What was he waiting for?
Shut up!
Trolley buses. But this went through some canyon, cave, some disembodied lady kept
Good
talking
day,
at me.
gentlemen. Oh. Don't do anything stupid. Nobody gets shot. Act like fools, and the pair of you will be dead within a minute. Now, what are your names?
Jenkins and Milliken.
Well, Mr. Jenkins and Mr. Milliken, throw your guns to the ground and get on down here. That's it. Very glad to meet you. It's not worth being rash. You boys get paid a salary. You get that salary whether these people escape or not. Your wives presumably want you alive. Let them out. Now, please.
Okay.
You all run away. Aside from you.
Why has everybody got to
Try
pick
to
on
stay
me?
out of trouble. This is a stroke of good fortune for all of you. Use it. Now, Mr. Jenkins and Mr. Milliken, be so kind as to quickly run away before somebody gets shot entirely unnecessarily. Go on, don't look back.
Hey, you fellas ever heard of varicose
Mr. Wynn, I
veins?
believe it was $50 we agreed on.
It was.
Here's 50 each.
Each.
Yes.
You want to tell
Now
me
get
why
outta
I'm
here,
worth
both of you.
$100 to you?
My employer and I appreciate your professionalism,
All we did was stand there and look tough.
and you did it fantastically well. Good day, gentlemen. Now, sir, how about you pick up these guns and we move out? My mistress is waiting for us.
Mistress? Hey, there better not be any funny business.
Come along.
make a habit of springing free condemned men without so much as a word of explanation.
I hope you'll forgive the secrecy. My employer particularly values discretion. My name is Mr. Horley, by the way.
Howdy, my name's...
6 months.
All right, so much for introduction.
Penitentiary. Awaiting a hanging for a murder you did not commit. Must have felt a whole lot longer, my friend.
We just got to 6 months later.
You still seem strong, though.
I knew it. Mr. Horley, 6 months was not long enough to foster within me an alternative lifestyle.
I mean, doesn't look like breaking all those rocks has left you entirely broken, in body or in spirit.
Oh, that, rock, singular. We just kept hammering away at that one rock.
Rounding you folks up, and those sham trials, they were a disgrace. Made a mockery of the rule of law. Still can't quite believe they got away with it.
Well, maybe I'll get me a flashback scene, and then we'll find out.
There's others convicted when you were. Came out breathing fire. Maybe you're like that too. Guess we'll see. Or maybe you just want to put it all behind you, forget you were in there at all.
Story demands I pursue vindication, Mr. Horley.
That would be fine, of course, but you will listen to my mistress first.
As long as all I's doing is listening, I ain't getting between a man and his mistress.
Good. She spent a good sum getting you folks out. You owe her an audience, at least. You've been away for a while, so we'll help you get set up in the world. And if you want to accept our offer, you can. That's more than reasonable. The freedom out on the range can wait a few moments longer, can't it?
I appreciate it, but I ain't got a penny to my name, and freedom costs too dang much.
Good. As soon as we're done, you can find your old posse. Or try and start a new one.
Well, I got a posse. I mean, I got so much of a posse, there ain't no room for anybody else in the posse. Yeah, I got no friends.
You'll have money in your pocket to go to the store with, and there'll be chances to make more, if that's what you're after.
You know, if this place don't change much over the years, this sure would make a nice place to set up a camp of sorts. You got fresh water, game, none too much thoroughfare.
Just up here.
Yep, just up on their overlook, shape of a horseshoe.
Get your horse. Been a while since you saw a hitching post, huh? This way. She's anxious to meet you.
Keep your britches on. So you folks really do got some wealth.
Madam, we're back.
Hello. Jessica Leclerc, how do you do?
Howdy, man.
What did you tell him?
Nothing aside from your penchant for discretion and that he seemed overly concerned with my constitution.
I do hope we haven't inconvenienced you dreadfully. But seeing as you were due to be hanged in a week, I'm sure you don't object too strongly. I know you're innocent. Well, not perhaps exactly innocent, but not guilty of what you were accused. I know you and those who were with you that died were little more than patsies.
Yeah,
and that
that's
you were
right.
set up by one of 3 men or a woman, possibly by all of them.
Hey, this is a relief. I thought you wanted to...
But
Well,
that
never mind.
is all I know so far.
And one of these people also made Mrs. Leclerc a widow.
And I will avenge my husband's death, so help me God. But I will not avenge it upon them who did not cause it, or caused
intense.
it unwittingly. Anyway, I'm sure this is all a touch confusing and melodramatic. Where are my manners? Horley, please show our guests to their tent and give them some fresh clothes to put on.
Very good, madam.
Then serve us both a little refreshment.
Finally,
Certainly, madam.
Parched.
This way. You'll find a change of clothes in there, alongside a few other items you might need, a lasso, a knife, and a lantern, I believe.
Listen, I don't know who these clothes belong to. If I didn't have lice before, I certainly do
That
now.
looks more comfortable. Horley,
Here, madam.
Okay.
you're very good health.
Guess I'm not worth the good
I
stuff.
suppose it beats dying.
Mrs. Leclerc's husband was murdered by one of his business partners.
Tastes just like
And I
rainwater.
intend to find out which one. Or rather, I intend for you to find out.
Figures.
And kill them. You're the only person I could possibly trust to do whatever it takes. Because you and your accomplices...
Really like the rain, huh?
You're the only other victims of their lies still alive. See, you
watered down
walked
even
into
more.
the town at approximately the same time my husband was shot in the back, but by another gun, firing different bullets to those you possessed.
We have to do this in
when
the
you were
rain?
arrested. These bullets This was their mistake. You were rounded up and sentenced to death, all because you came to town and didn't talk too much and seemed like you were nasty.
That really doesn't sound like me.
Here they are, the people who run Blackwater. Mr. Jeremiah Shaw, banker, real estate speculator,
Hornswoggle.
and crook. Mr. Amos Lansing, ranch owner,
Actually,
speculator,
a neck
and
beard.
crook. Mrs. Grace Lansing, his wife, society patroness, lover of the arts,
Less said, the better.
crook, and my former best friend. Teddy Brown, her disgraced brother, outlaw, wanted
Jib-faced,
man,
flapdoodle
still in
Rantalian.
contact with them. All I ask of you is your help in finding out quite what happened.
Mrs. Leclerc would like to help you get back
Not
on
for
your
me.
feet.
Don't just hold it out in the rain. Where'd you
Whatever
get
your
this guy?
work may be, I don't judge. You want to rob? Rob. You want to save innocent folk? Do that as well. But you need me just as much as I need you. I think we all
nope, buckshot.
understand each other.
I hope we do.
You, sir, are a terrible chef.
Good.
Well, that got ominous
Forward
fast.
to rewarding you for killing those who made me a widow. My husband was a true believer in this country and in the West. He was killed for greed. Foul greed when there's quite enough for everybody. I don't care what your scruples are as to killing. I will take the full burden of that sin upon my shoulders.
Ma'am, there should be an accolade of gold for your performance.
Goodbye, for now. Then Hawley, go introduce him to nice Mr. Cripps.
I think you'll like Cripps well enough. He's long past his prime, of course, but he hasn't gone entirely crazy just yet. And he will help you, better than most of his ilk. Cripps, get up.
Hello, partner. Harley.
This is your new boss.
Oh, pleased to meet you, partner.
Yeah, you ever hear of social distancing?
J.B. Cripps at your service.
We'll pay to get your camp established.
Damn right. I can get used to this.
And, where are we headed?
Well, let's see now. This I recently called the Horseshoe Overlook, and, is this the right way up?
While Cripps is establishing your camp, perhaps you can go to the station and see the clerk, then head to see Clay Davies. He's a horse thief, and not a terribly nice one. Then meet Cripps back at your camp.
See you shortly, boss.
Yep. We're in trouble.
Good luck.
We're gonna need it.
Get on to the station. It's not too far.
End of part 1? No one's gonna want to watch this crap. Let alone subscribe or comment or like. Well, there goes my plan to make millions from YouTube and get out of here.
A plague upon you, murderers, traitors all. I must have saved you.
Maybe I need to get myself some help. Someone who maybe belongs in front of the lens.
I just thought immediately of The Princess Bride. I'm not sure about the hat, but the mask, the black, this...
Wait. Wait, okay, here I am. I'm Italian pizza boy.